Welcome guys to this new lecture where we are going to see some real examples of how to use the easing concept within After Effects. Let's go to our main composition, and you remember that this blackbird was just slamming in. I will solo him, meaning if I click here, this is the solo switch. If I click on the solo switch, is the only one to show in the composition, and the color here is the color of the comp. So if I play the animation here, let's make it 4 seconds only. If I play the animation, you can see that the guy is just slamming in, is just stopping. You know, there is no smooth in his stopping. We want to change that. We will open the keyframes here and let's work with the position. So what I don't care about the first one. We can ease out of the first keyframe, but actually we don't want to ease out of the keyframe because this is a cartoon. We want to speed out of the first keyframe, but we want to ease into the last keyframe here. So I will come to the last keyframe, right click on it and say keyframe assistant and say ease in. Now it will be easing in. Let's run our animation and see what happened. Well, it's working fine, but not so fine. Let's ease in also the rotation. Come to keyframe assistant, we go ease in the rotation. Let's see again what's happening. Not so smooth, so let's give it more time and take the 2 keyframes here. Of course it's gonna be a mess when we unsolo, but let's take the good example and let's put it a bit, you know, further away, and let's run our animation. Notice how it's gonna smooth in nicely. Now that's a beautiful animation, and this is what you were supposed to do, and then you will work your motion path or the timing of your composition accordingly. Now this is beautiful. Also, we can take the other guy, Mr. Yellowbird, and open the keyframes here and see how is it working. If I take the work area and bring it in, so we run only within the work area. If I play, then you notice that the guy has to smooth in here. So it's just the last keyframe. Let's delete the last keyframe, okay, and let's move this one forward and take this keyframe and put it here and make this path just like this, okay. Yeah, that will do. And we take the last keyframe, right click on it, keyframe assistant, and we say ease in. Now let's see how it's gonna work with us. Okay, you know, it's coming to a very nice stop. Let's remove the motion path and look at the yellow bird only in smoothing in. So this is the direct application, but now I want you to do more. So we have seen an example here. That's fine. Now our animation most probably is messed up because, you know, they're moving together. Let's create a new composition, or we take the old one, this one, we delete these 2. Okay, let's create the scenario here very speedy. Take the background, drop it and lock it. I will take the drum and drop it in, duplicate it twice, so I have 3 of them. Hold all of them, press scale, go to 50%, okay, and then hold the drum and put it here. Fine. Take the second drum now and move it here. Take the third drum or the first drum, whatever you want, put it here. Okay, take the 3 drums, come to align them on top, and then horizontally they are distributed very nice. We come to our birdies, we take the red one and the white one and we drop them. We come to the scale here, we scale them at 50%. That's cool, and we have done, you know, a setup pretty fast, right? Let's put these guys are too far. Let's take them down a bit, okay, and we put this guy over here. Now let's select these 3 and adjust them. I know I like symmetry. Now we're gonna take this guy, open the position here, keyframe him here, and then after 1 second I'm gonna make a long animation or a long motion path. I'm gonna put him here, go to 1 second, the guy is gonna bounce up to here, take another half a second, he's gonna bounce back, and then take another 1 second or half second, sorry, it's gonna go up. I will make it longer here, come to the middle, okay, I'm just approximating the middles. It comes here, and from here it goes out. We chase him out. Cool, fine. All these keyframes are linear. I will select them all, right click on them, go to keyframe interpolation, and I have the spatial here, that is the space. I will make them Bezier and I click OK. Fine. Now I adjust the animation from here, or the motion path. Take this one up, make this one nice, and open this one like this. I press shift, and this one open it like this. The same here if you'd like to. Okay, this one is on the other side. So we select the keyframe and come over here and make it more round. Okay guys, this is done. Approximativity is good. Where do I ease in and ease out? And that's the most interesting question. Where do we put ease in? Where do we put ease out? You can ease when he hits the drum, but actually he's gonna come speedy and come out speedier. So we're gonna leave that for the next lecture where we learn how to do the speed out. But here he's gonna come in slowly and come out slowly, then gain speed, right? So when he's going up, he's going to struggle to go up, then he slows down at the peak, obviously, and then he start gaining speed and goes down faster. If you take this keyframe, right click on it, keyframe assistant, and we say ease. So actually it's going to ease in and ease out. We're going to do the same for this one also, which is this keyframe. I can right click in the motion graph and say easy ease. Cool. So now if you run the animation, you notice that it goes up, down, and it's much better and much nicer. Unfortunately, in After Effects, we don't have an option here to say, instead of ease in, to speed out or speed in or something like this. We need to do that manually using the graph. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope this was useful. Now, your turn to take this guy to create the motion and to put ease in and ease out. Please try to do it. Now, it's very important that you start learning about the ease in, ease out, or how to ease the speed, easing into a keyframe and easing out of keyframe. So do some application. This is one that you can do here. In the next lecture is gonna get more complicated by using the graph editor. See you then.